Hi guys, welcome to the second edition of Kinda Adulting Spotlight. Today I'm here with Khayla Trowell, and we're just going to be talking about her life and how her 20s look. Just a little background, so the Kinda Adulting Spotlight is something that we chose to discuss, or we chose to be a YouTube series, basically to highlight different timelines and versions of success that you can be in your 20s. And just to give a little advice and a little, preview for people who haven't graduated yet. So, would you like to introduce yourself and your background, some information about you?
My name is Khayla. I am 24, turning 25 next month. I am from the DMV area, PG County specifically. For undergrad, I went to University of New Haven. For accounting at first, switched it to interior design. And then now I'm at University of Maryland getting my master's in community planning. I have a nonprofit and 2 other jobs. So
Sounds like a lot. So you started your nonprofit?
yes,
Okay, what's the name of it?
the Rose from Concrete Incorporated, secondary name, and empathproject.
Okay, what made you start that?
So basically, I've always had like a soft spot for homeless people, in general, and just like, especially in Connecticut where I was in West Haven, New Haven area, there was a lot of homeless people out there. There was a lot of addicts and stuff like that. And I mean, I've been homeless on multiple occasions in my life, not the traditional homeless, like sleeping on the streets, but like house hopping from like family member to family member, stuff like that. So I empathize with that. I have a lot of addiction within my family. I empathize with that. And so it's just a lot of things out here that people kind of overlook and don't necessarily give the time of day because it's not necessarily happening to them directly. That people need help. And if, as a society, we can only grow as far as the people underneath of us are growing. Like the weakest link kind of thing.
True. Very true.
And even just like me going to school for community planning, I'm learning about how basically the United States was set up to basically make minorities fail and just a whole bunch of stuff like that. So, yeah.
Very interesting. I didn't know all this. So that's interesting because when you were in our kitchen one day, like I was listening into your class and I was like, oh, like this is something like I kind of wanted to do. I kind of wanted to go to grad school for community planning or community development, but I just didn't have the heart for it. And it was a little more like on the side of like investors rather than the people who were in the communities. And that's something that I just didn't mess with.
What do you mean?
Like they were kind of centered on how to bring the most businesses there and more like of like how can we get outside people to stay here instead of like
Focusing on
developing the community that's already there and the people that were already living there. So I was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this.
It's kind of like weird though, because like I feel like people kind of separate the two between like community development or community planning and social work when they should actually be working hand in hand.
Yeah.
So that's like a whole nother issue, but yeah. So I'm trying to be the right in between person.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay, and a little bit more to your life. What was something you did recently that made you think like, wow, like I'm actually an adult?
Recently, I don't think I'm an adult at all. I
Really?
think I'm childish as fuck. Oh, wow. I
It's like I can look for that.
childish, period. That makes me think I'm an adult. I mean, I'm looking at buying a house sometime soon. I actually just saw one today. My mom was like, wow, you should jump on it, like, today. So, but, I mean, probably the last thing I did that kind of made me feel like an adult besides that was buying my car, and that happened in 2019. So
Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
It's a nice car, everybody.
But yeah, it's just a big girl purchase, you know?
Yes. All right, and what's something that you wish you would have known before you graduated from undergrad? And like, if you can give like advice to people who are about to graduate soon.
I would definitely, well, one thing I would say is I'm glad that I was afforded the extra year to actually stay in college and figure out what I wanted to do. Because that last year, I was like, I actually don't want to do this. Like, I'm going to go back to school and do this. But I would say financially, like, and I know everybody says it, but like when you're in like undergrad, you really don't have, there's no reason to budget. Like, we about to splurge out. Like, we're about to go to a party. I'm about to get 5 bottles of liquor. We're about to go eat out before we go out. And then after we come back from out, we about to go back to go eat out again.
Yeah.
Like, there was no sense of budget. And especially with me, like, playing basketball, like, half of my meals were paid for. Like, my housing was paid for. My meal plan was paid for. Like, I just didn't have like a sense of where money was going and kind of like how important it is to just like budget and just stuff like that. And time management, like that's a big thing too, because I don't have it and I need it. Is that I need it. That I'm going crazy right now, but I would definitely say that, because those two are big things, and I'm still working on that. So
you can go listen to our episode that we posted 2 weeks ago called 100K Loans on My Head, where we talk about budgeting, financial planning, and all that, because I'm the one with all the student loans, and I'm just like, so I'm about to pay this. Like, in school, you really don't understand, like, what these numbers mean. Like, okay, I gotta buy, food for the week. Okay, that's cool, like 200. But when you don't have, like, a refund, or, like, you just really, like, working,
that's like
and everything is from your paycheck, it gets real hard out here. But I just want to thank you so much. Did you have anything else you wanted to say? You want to shout out your socials, where we can donate? Because, the Stimmy's just hit.
Oh, yeah.
So we can donate to your nonprofit.
Stimmy Jimmy. I mean, so I have actually...
And I can link it, too, to the video.
Perfect. So we have a PayPal, we have Zelle, Cashapp, just trying to, hit everybody. So you can donate. The Instagram is an empathproject. My Instagram is the best of Khayla Trowell, because, people gonna think I'm a catfish. It's my nonprofit. I am the founder. I am the president. I actually don't know my role. That's on the website. But the website is therosesfromconcrete.org. And yeah, we're doing community service on the 20th, and stay tuned for more.
Yes, so we'll be so happy to follow your journey, and good luck to you and your endeavors. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.